Breaking news on the Supreme Court, obviously, for these hearings. He's a House Homeland Security member, Florida Republican, Congressman Carlos Gimenez. I want to get your reaction. The U.S. Supreme Court putting that, keeping Title 42 in place, and they're going to hear in February oral arguments on the merits of this case. I want to get your initial reaction to that.
Well, that's really good news, but I don't take too much from it. Look, you had a 7-to-1 release rate, so for every one person that's sent back for Title 42, you've got 7 people that are released into the United States. So don't take too much of this whole thing with Title 42. It's good. It's better than nothing. But the whole problem is actually the policies that have been implemented by the Biden administration and that have caused this tremendous influx and continue to allow thousands and thousands and thousands of illegal immigrants into our country. Like you said, more than 5 million in the last 2 years.
Yeah, and this is a decision, I just want to get this out there, that's 5-4. And the justices, in order to keep this Title 42 in effect, again, they're going to hear in February those arguments. So do you think that the Homeland Security Secretary, Alejandro Mayorkas, we've heard criticism from him from Republicans, should he be impeached over this?
Well, I believe so. I think he needs to be impeached. But again, the buck stops with President Biden. I'm sure that Secretary Mayorkas is doing exactly what the Biden administration wants him to do. His job, Secretary Mayorkas' job, is to keep America safe. He has not done so, first by the flow of illegal immigrants into our country, but second, a lot of people, forget about this. This is the fentanyl that's going in through the southern border that's killing tens of thousands of Americans every single year. 80 to 100,000 Americans are dying from this flow of fentanyl that is supplied by a multinational organization across the border, and we're doing absolutely nothing about it. That, to me, is actually even more critical because you see the impact on daily lives of Americans and taking the lives of Americans in their prime of their lifetime. There's 18 to 34-year-olds are dying. Over 200 of them are dying every single day from the fentanyl overdose, and the Biden administration does absolutely nothing about it.
So do you think then a step further?
Inexcusable.
So should President Biden then be impeached over the border policies, and now you're mentioning the fentanyl issue?
Well, one of the things you do when you're the president, you put up your right hand and you say you're going to uphold the Constitution and you're going to keep us safe. Well, obviously, he's not keeping us safe. When you got 80,000 to 100,000 Americans dying every year because you fail to do something about the flow of drugs that are coming through the southern border, and because of your policies that allows all these immigrants to come through, that means that there's less Customs and Border Protection agents to protect our southern border and stop this illegal flow from these multinational cartels from Mexico, and that you're doing absolutely nothing about getting to those multinational cartels from Mexico and combating them. That shows that's dereliction of duty. So yeah, I think so. Presidents have been impeached for far less than that.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I want to go back to Peter Doocy here. I appreciate your time, Representative Carlos Gimenez from Florida.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.